Some disclosure before the video, these handles were sent to me by Bones for free for review. I do not make any money from the sales of these. In fact, it was 99% of Bones actually who did this, but he did send me some naked pics for review in conjunction with these handles. So without any further ado, I'll get you to the actual video. Hey guys, today I wanted to talk about something that I think is pretty important, and that is lockpicks and handle choice. If you're at all familiar in the Australian community with Bare Bones Lockpicking, you'll know that he makes some beautiful 301 high yield stainless steel picks, full tang, and you'll know that for what they are, at $5.75 a pick, or if you buy them with handle, I think it's $7.50, and if you buy them in a set, you save some money on the three. You'll know that they're excellent picks, fantastic feedback, and just all around, if you're willing to give them the TLC with a bit of sandpaper around the edges, they're better than anything you can get on the market, really, for the same price range. Because, I mean, unless you're grasping at, LLT and multi-pick, which, again, aren't really in the same price range, you can't compare. So, I bought the FEMA handle, and it works. I mean, of course it works. If I put in this 23 thousandths pick, 1 second, let me get the angle right. Yeah, if you put in the pick, you can see it gives you a much larger scale handle. You would normally screw in some pins, and you can pick like this. You can pick up, you can pick down, you can flip the pick around if you want. And this is really ergonomically comfortable for a lot of people with large hands. But my hands are not big, and whenever I use this, I find that it is uncomfortable for me. So I did what I like to think most people in the locksport community would do, and I hit Bones up about it. And I said, Bones, you make some crazy good products. This 23 thousandths gem has held up as my #1 first choice pick for everything in the last 6 months. And I've been picking some pretty decent stuff. I'm no high-sec genius, but I like to think that I pick some pretty decent locks, and this barely has a bend in it, given my heavy style of tensioning. Furthermore, he makes some beautiful out-of-the-pack dimple picks. This is just one of them. And these are great. They work straight out of the pack, as I said. Of course, if we pull up a similar flag from multi-pick, wrong way, that's okay. You'll see that maybe there's a little bit more meat on the Bones one, but again, for the price, it's incredible. This is some €20, which is some $30-ish. This costs about $11. I believe that it's $11. Let me check 1 second. Single dimple picks. Sorry, I should have researched this. Look, the fact of the matter is, you get it for You get 4 picks, the tensioners and the bone roll for $73.95, which is about as much as these 2 dimple picks cost together with shipping, which is pretty outrageous. So obviously Bones affords a much larger variety of people because of how, you know, accessible his products are. And again, given how well made these are, it's incredible that they're available so cheaply. And this handle is fantastic. I mean, it has all the torque you need for dimple picking. So I said to Bones, hey, I really like the idea of the femur where you can interchange picks, because everyone has some picks lying around that just don't have handles. You know, I've got these Oloctool Valyrian Euros, 19 thousandths of an inch, beautiful picks, but I don't know, once you choose a handle, you know, let's say Peterson or Sparrows or Multi-Pick even, with that tiny handle, you want a handle. Once you go, you can't really go back, I've found. Or maybe that's just a skill issue with me, but I really like handles on my picks. So I thought, well, I might as well ask and try my luck to see if I can get a handle. So I sent him a message, and as Australians will know, Bones is active on Discord, and after a while, with a bit of back and forth, he sent me this design, which is a bit like the flag. You can see it's a bit like the flag, but it has a bit more meat on it for holding like this, right? Holding like this. Has a bit more meat on it. And he said, all right, Alpama, I've heard you. Let's say you have your 19 thousandths Valyrian, you put it in, and you get this, and you put this on as well, and you stick them together. Well, what do you get? You get a pick with a handle. Obviously these don't stick together because they're not airtight. So what he said was, okay, they'll come with O-rings, and I'm not sure which is the right size because this seems to be the right size. Maybe? No, it's not very tight. It might be, but I don't think so. Much more likely to be the right size are these. Yes. No, I lied. Unfortunately, these are the right size. Okay. Here we go. And we'll go here. And we'll pull it up. He gave me instructions on how to put the O-rings on in a method that worked for him, and it seems to work for me. This is once again a size too big. Okay, so now I have this, and this pick is firmly inside of the handle, and I'll tell you what, this feels good. I'm the kind of person who has a bit of a weird grip with my pick, I guess, but this feels good. So if I rake in a 334B, this feels much nicer than if I was, let's say with this snake rake, just doing it just bare metal on hand. I really like this design, and I think that it works well. So I've put it onto a Valyrian, but obviously we came here for the bones. So let's grab the bones. Let's attach it together. Let's get it right way up. There's a little bit of padding on the inside to protect the pick from rubbing against bare plastic and to get this super tight seal. 1 second, let's get a bit more of the tang out. This is too small. So this one, yes. And now maybe if I knew which O-rings are the right ones. This is not the right one. So this one, no. Bunnings. Bunnings. Alright, this is super tight, but it'll work. I just speared myself on the pick. That hurt. Okay. So we'll just go with this. Okay. Okay. So now we have the half diamond where instead of having the pick with bare metal on skin, you now have a very, very tight full-size handle, which, as you can see, fits a hell of a lot better in my hand than the femur does, where my fingers struggle to find a place to hold and where I'm not able to put my finger onto the tang where I want that that control. But I won't just tell you, I'll also show you, because no Australian lockpicking video would be complete without a 334B. Yeah, this works quite well. I think that, you know, half diamond isn't my preferred pick type, but I mean, this just is such a much nicer feeling than, you know, that same pick just on my hand. I mean, you can see how much of this finger rests over the pick. You can see how much contact there is here, and compare that to when I do the same thing here and they're nowhere near. So I do hope that Bones does continue to produce this this product, because it's fantastic. I really do like it, and for all the people who own naked Bones handles and have tiny hands like me, well, you're finally able to get something a little less bulky and a little more like what we know from the coffin or the flag. So, yes, thank you very much for watching, and yeah, I do hope to see this commonly available from Bones.